following contest is a kickboxing bout, and it's set for 3 rounds in the Shamrock FC 145-pound division. Introducing first, on my right, fighting tonight out of the FM Roofing blue corner. This fighter stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. She weighed in at 141 pounds. Fighting out of Maryland Heights, Missouri, Sophie the Tank Bohleber. Across the cage, her opponent, fighting out of the First Form red corner. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. She weighed in 136.8 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Meredith Alton.
I am going to tell you, Meredith Alton is having a great time.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. You know, some fighters come in very stoic. Some are just enjoying the moment, and you know, and that's a great way to fight sometimes. You're just letting loose and having fun.
Meredith Alton in the pink. Sophie Bohleber in the black.
No touch of gloves, just getting
Both
right
of these
after
ladies just come out swinging. Now, the whole thing is with kickboxing and only being 2 minutes, there isn't a lot of feeling out time anyway.
Not a lot of time to feel out. These girls are just swinging and getting right into the mix. As you know, Jeremy, with stand-up, everything's, you know, are you able to control the distance and range?
Yeah, you've got to push forward. And both of these ladies are looking for those punches into kicks. Oh, big right hand there out of Sophie.
Yeah, Meredith needs to be careful. You don't want to turn your back.
Meredith just pushed her away like, get away from me. Going straight up, hop for the head kick.
Meredith is very active, but Sophie's staying nice and composed, keeping those hands high, keeping them tight, coming forward with the pressure.
Because the other thing in the world of kickboxing is touching is winning. There's a lot of points that you get by touching.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be active, right? I mean, it's amateur kickboxing, so it's who's the most active, who's throwing the shots. You don't have to land the biggest shots.
Big head kick there out of Meredith Alton.
As I say that, we get a big shot landed.
Right.
Pace is slowed down a little bit.
Makes me wonder if her students are watching right now. Oh, nice, almost potential sweep there out of Sophie.
Yeah, that was a great counter there. And neither one of these women are backing up.
No, no one is fighting off their heels at all here.
No, they're just staying here in the center of the cage. Great job by Meredith to keep circling. Sophie keeps coming forward. Nice jab there.
Meredith told me that really she says she's got pretty amazing cardio coming into this, and she's fighting like it. You know, she's definitely pushing the pace here.
Yeah, she's very active. I'd like to see her set these kicks up with punches. You know, anytime you throw a kick without setting up with the hands, you do leave yourself open to a big counter.
So if you were in the corner here of Meredith Alton, what advice are you going to give her?
You know, she's doing a great job staying active. Again, like I said, I would just like to see her set those kicks up with more hands. You know, throw those combos, those combinations together and end with the kick, but don't just always lead with the kick. She's doing a great job, though. I mean, that was a very even round.
And kickboxing fights like this can be tough to call.
Right, yeah. You know, it just really depends on what they're looking at. It could be the smallest thing.
So let's take a look here at our instant replay again. Nice lower leg kick there out of Sophie. Ends with a flurry of punches. As you said, Meredith Alton does not need to be turning her back here.
Yeah, you don't want to turn your back. And if you notice in that, you know, Meredith came forward with a push kick. You don't always have to set up your push kicks, but she led with the kick, and that allowed Sophie to counter and land a nice combination of her own.
Second round here. Referee Tim Francis letting them go. Both of these ladies come back. Big hands out of Sophie here.
Yeah, Sophie's coming forward, putting on the pressure right out the gate.
Oh, nice right hand.
Yeah, nice right hand over the top, and she's just putting the pressure on and coming forward. She doesn't seem to be too concerned with the power. And again, you know, as Meredith throws kicks without setting them up, that just gives Sophie the opportunity that she needs.
There's a lot of volume strikes here coming out of Sophie to open up the second round.
Coming forward.
Yeah, Sophie seems like she's almost waiting for that shot then to answer back.
Yeah, and she's throwing some great combinations. I mean, she's mixing it up between the kicks and the hands. Great job by Meredith to keep moving circles. Resets.
Big right hand.
You notice, Meredith circling to her right. She's circling away from that power, Sophie. Very smart. As I say that, she starts circling into the power.
Yeah. Meredith told me that this was a 6-week fight camp, but she had been just training really kind of consecutive the whole time. Sophie Adversity told me that her camp was really all about the idea of power, and you can see it as we see Meredith's head snap back there.
Yeah, she has some power in those shots without a doubt. And again, I like how she keeps mixing it up. You see she'll throw 2 or 3 punches, throws a kick, goes back to the punches.
Well, as you said, it's always good to set those kicks up with punches. Down to 30 seconds here in the second round.
Yeah, beautiful job by Meredith, though, to keep moving. She's not sitting still. She's moving, she's circling, not backing up. Beautiful display of footwork by Meredith. And Sophie just putting the pressure on, coming forward.
Sophie is all about the pressure. Nice kick to the body there.
And again, the more you chop those legs, the more you can slow down your opponent. So you see Sophie just chopping those legs down to Meredith, hoping to slow her down.
Sophie is just making space any way that she can, pushes her back.
Another great round, although in my mind that one was a little bit more clear cut for Sophie. I think she just put the pressure on, kept coming forward, kept Meredith on her heels a little bit more on the defensive. That great round by Sophie.
Don't forget, we have more of our co-main event this evening as wrestling standout Thomas Gant takes on Too Cold Montrell James. But first, let's take a look here at our instant replay. We go into it here as we see Sophie just moving forward. Yes. Really, that was the story of the round. Is Sophie almost working to be a bully coming into this?
Yeah, and you can actually see Sophie starting to get the timing of Meredith. She's checking a kick in anticipation and then countering with some a combination with her hands. So I think she's starting to learn her opponent.
Third and final round. Who wants it more? Meredith in the pink, Sophie in the black, and here we go. Opening up with a big kick out of Meredith, but again, here comes that power out of Sophie.
Yeah, I mean,
Sophie's almost chasing her, though.
Yeah, you got to be careful because you don't want to get overextended and hit with the big shot, but whenever Meredith keeps leading with a kick, it's
big
an
head
easy
kick
read.
there out of Meredith. Sophie answers back, driving forward. Oh, big left hand.
Yeah, Meredith keeps circling, but now she's circling into the power of Sophie, so she needs to be careful. Oh, she tried to circle out. Meredith caught her arm, hit her with another shot.
Oh,
Great
again.
job. Sorry, Sophie caught her with a shot.
Sophie starting to throw bombs here. She's looking for the finish. Oh, big head kick there out of Meredith.
And that's the danger whenever you keep coming forward. You do, run the risk of getting hit with a big shot like that.
Is it enough, though? Sophie again moving forward. Now Meredith shoves her back, making some space. Again
Goes
with
high,
the big head kick.
Dumps her. So it's not a knockdown.
Down to 35 seconds remaining in the fight. Sophie coming back heavy. Meredith trying to make some space herself here. Oh, big one, that hurt.
Big shots landed by Sophie.
Sophie looking to finish.
Yeah, Meredith is trying to get some space so she can land those kicks. It's hard to throw kicks whenever you don't have any space.
Nice rush there out of Sophie again, landing those hands. What a fight.
Great fight by these two women. Lots and lots of action. Again, it was kind of more of the same that round. Sophie coming forward. Meredith was still very active, but she was on her heels a lot of the time.
A lot of heavy pressure here out of Sophie. Sophie really, it was more of a, I'm going to fight forward. I'm going to bite down on my mouthpiece. I'm going to throw hands.
Yeah, and it's tough when somebody gets you on your heels to regain that momentum, right? So you can start, adding up some offense for yourself.
A tough one to judge here, but let's take a look here at our instant replay. Talk me through it, Adam.
As we see, Sophie's just coming for it. See her catch that arm there, so Meredith couldn't circle out of that and just land some shots. It's, big head kick right there out of Meredith. That was an exciting moment in the fight. And again, right here, just more of Sophie coming forward, letting her hands go. And a great thing what Sophie was doing is she wasn't just throwing 1 and 2 shots. She was throwing 3 and 4 shots at a time, mixing it up between the kicks and the punches.
Ladies and gentlemen, after your 3 scheduled rounds, we now go to the judges' scorecards for your official decision, and all 3 judges at cage side have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Sophie the Tank Bohleber.
A big win for Sophie Bohleber here in the Shamrock FC cage. Really, the story of the moving forward. She was just more volume.
Yeah, she pressured Meredith the entire time. Again, it was just very hard, to get any sort of offense going when you're moving backwards on your heels. Meredith did a fantastic job circling, but again, the pressure of Sophie was just too much.
Well, it was a great fight in the sport of kickboxing, but we were going to make the jump to MMA, and we'll be right back right here at Shamrock Fighting Championships.